A message to people who harbor dissatisfaction because they can't express themselves. People who are commonly referred to as good and kind by society often kill their true feelings to maintain smooth relationships with others. And as a result, they become unable to clearly say yes or no. Even though they feel negatively in their hearts and want to say no clearly, they end up saying yes against their true feelings in an attempt to avoid hurting the other person, to please the other person, and to give them a sense of satisfaction. And it is their own heart that gets hurt the most afterward. How can one overcome the weakness of not being able to say no? For example, in the case of issues between a wife and her mother-in-law, if the mother-in-law says something unreasonable, and the wife wants to oppose but suppresses it and obediently says, "Yes, I understand. I will do as you say," and then feels anger and hatred towards the mother-in-law, the wife's behavior is completely wrong. Just smoothing things over in the moment and making it look like everything is harmonious only hurts oneself and is not the right way to live. If one does not change oneself to become a strong person who can assert oneself clearly and act in accordance with one's own beliefs, worries and resentment will accumulate in one's heart, eventually leading to an explosion or an internalization that causes illness, resulting in a life one does not want to lead. Killing oneself to lead others to harmony is not a good thing. Destroying oneself means nullifying one's own pride and existence. That is the most negative and passive way to live as a human being, and cannot be called a wonderful way of living. It is not the correct way to live according to true principles. Therefore, one must first have confidence in oneself and clearly express oneself. It doesn't matter what others think of you. You are always protected by guardian spirits and guardian divinities. You were born into this world for some necessary reason. Even if you are not noticeable, have no talents, or are not recognized by everyone, your existence in this world has a deep and significant meaning from the perspective of God's eyes and the laws of the universe, and it is necessary. Recognize your value. And if you look at yourself correctly, delve deeply into yourself, and focus on your destiny, your heart will gradually change, and the way you interact with people will also change. It is necessary to become a person who can clearly say yes or no. It should not be a yes to protect yourself. Even if the other person holds a grudge against you, it is only for a moment. It does not last long. What lasts long is the act of betraying yourself. Becoming a strong person who can clearly say these simple words, yes and no, is the secret to greatly changing your life. At the moment you say yes or no, pray to your guardian spirits and guardian divinities, and become a person who can say with confidence that this is okay, no matter what the other person thinks of you. If you can do that, your life will change significantly.